In our video number 5, we will begin with the Unit 2, Money and Banking. An individual does not produce himself all that he needs for his existence, for man has innumerable needs and resources are few. So he depends upon many others for his satisfaction of his wants. This implies interdependence, and interdependence implies exchange. So what is that commonly accepted medium of exchange? Money. So what is money? Money is something that is commonly accepted medium of exchange. Like rupees in India, dollars, yen, euro, pound, etc. Money is also something that is usable for transactions of receipts and payments. Money is available in two forms: cash, that is in the form of currency, notes and coins, and bank deposits in the form of savings account and current account. The balances in savings account and current account form the bank deposits. When money was not in existence, people used to exchange goods for goods. That is, exchanges without the use of money. This system, which you have already learnt in your lower classes, is called as the barter system. It is also known as commodity for commodity exchange. However, modern money is something that is used in today's transactions. Money was evolved because of certain drawbacks of the barter system. What were the drawbacks? The first drawback is the double coincidence of wants. What does that mean? It means that when one person wants to sell and buy a commodity, it must coincide with what some other person wants to buy and sell. For example, if an individual wants to sell or has a surplus of wheat and needs clothing, he looks for a person who needs wheat and at the same time possesses clothing. It is very difficult that such coincidence of wants may take place. This problem of double coincidence of wants arises when there is no medium of exchange. The second drawback is the lack of common unit of value. Lack of common unit of value would mean that there is no common unit that can be used to value two commodities. For example, vegetables would be measured in terms of kgs, or maybe some vegetables in numbers. However, commodities like milk and oil are measured in terms of liters. So how would you exchange one unit for the other? There is no common unit. Money solves this problem. Third drawback is a lack of standard of deferred payment. Now let's understand what is meant by deferred. Deferred means delayed payment. Suppose you take a loan today. It can be repaid at a later date for the same amount that you have taken a loan. However, if you take a commodity, that commodity in the same condition, in the same form, with the same weight and structure cannot be paid at a later date. Hence, money solves the problem of the standard of deferred payment. The fourth difficulty is difficulty of storage of value. It would mean that if you have borrowed a commodity today, then you cannot keep it for a long period of time. Say for example, if you have borrowed a kg of mangoes, you cannot store these 1 kg of mangoes for a long period of time in order to return. So, money solves the difficulty of storage of value, because money can be stored in your bank accounts, which can be used to make transactions. Let us now see how the money had evolved. When money was introduced into the market, it was done in gold and silver coins. and later transformed into alloy metal and paper money. Today, we use the most modern form of money, the plastic money or the e-money, that is, the cards that we use, the debit and the credit cards. When we talk of money, can we say how much money in total is present in the economy? This number is given by money supply. The total quantity of money in circulation in the economy at a given point of time is called money supply. Since money supply is calculated at a given point of time, it is a stock variable. So, what does money supply mean? The total quantity of money that is in circulation in the economy at a given point of time. So, what are the two components of money supply? They are the currency that is held by the public and the demand deposits in commercial banks. Currency held by the public or the CU money is the notes and coins. The notes are issued by the Reserve Bank of India and the coins are issued by the Government of India. The notes and coins form the high-powered money or reserve money. Reserve money acts as a basis for credit creation. Legal tender. Money is also a legal tender, as they cannot be refused by any citizen of the country for settlement of any transaction. The next is money is also fiat money, meaning that the RBI will be responsible for giving the person purchasing power equal to the value printed on the note. As we can read over here, I promise to pay the bearer the sum of 500 rupees. Governor. The second component of money is demand deposits or the DD money, which is also called the bank money, because demand deposits are created by the commercial banks. And next, the net demand deposits are the deposits of the public held by banks and not interbank deposits. These are the deposits of the public, that is the general public, which is held by the banks. The banks also have deposits in other banks. They are called as interbank deposits. However, this net demand deposits means that the deposits of the general people or public that is present in the commercial banks. Therefore, money supply is equal to the CU money or the currency held by the public in the form of notes and currencies and the demand deposits that is with the banks. This money supply, that is the CU and DD, is called M1 money supply. Now the Reserve Bank of India publishes figures for 4 alternative measures of money supply. The M1 money, which is the CU money, that is notes and coins, plus the demand deposits with the banks, plus the other deposits with the RBI. What does the other deposits with RBI mean? Currency with public, demand deposit with commercial banks, and other deposits with RBI. The other deposits with RBI are the demand deposits of the public financial institutions like the NABARD or the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, demand deposit of foreign central banks and governments, foreign central banks and governments, demand deposits of international financial institutions like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. The other measure is M2 money. M2 money is M1 money plus the savings with Post Office Savings Bank. The Post Office has small savings which are included in M2 money. This M1 and M2 money is called narrow money. M3 money is M1 money plus net time deposits of commercial banks. Time deposits are fixed deposits or term deposits which have a fixed period to maturity. Starting from a few months to a few years, time deposits are made, which can be withdrawn only after the maturity period. M4 money is M3 money plus total deposits with post office savings. Savings with the post offices minus the national savings certificates. The M3 money and M4 money together are called as broad money. Now here M1 money is the most liquid money and M4 money is the least liquid money. That means which is difficult for transactions. M3 money is the most commonly used measure of money supply. However, for our course, we have only M1 money that is important. Now, who supplies money? The government, that is the Ministry of Finance, issues 1 rupee notes and coins. The Reserve Bank of India, which is the principal supplier of money, issues the currency notes. And the commercial banks, they issue money or they create money by creating demand deposits. This is it in money supply. The most important questions from this lesson is the definition for money supply, that is the total quantity of money in circulation in the economy at a given point of time, and what type of variable is money supply. It is a stock variable. And then the next question is, who issues the currency? Notes are issued by the RBI and coins are issued by the Government of India. However, the Reserve Bank of India as well as commercial banks together are responsible for issuing money in the economy.